Good morning. This is another shirt. This is another shirt by a black-owned business. Let me see if it says something on the back. Nope. All right. Hassan, I know you told me not to eat on screen because it make me look stupid. But I can't use profanity for 2 minutes. And I don't like no nigga telling me what to do because I'm grown. I know you used to being told what to do because you're a punk. So somebody got to tell you when to fight. Somebody got to tell you when to talk. Somebody got to tell you when to do everything. You're used to that, boy, because you went to that little slave house. But that's okay. I've been free, boy. So I'm going to eat. Hold on, I'll be right back. Good morning, everybody. Tell a grown man what to do. The heck hell you, boy. I ain't see you go live yesterday, Mr. Hassan. You kind of silent. Big homie told you shut up? Or you was happy to slap hands with Styles P because he let you live? You don't like when I do this, do you, boy? YouTube, why y'all age restricting my video? What did I say in the last video that was so bad? And then you guys reject my appeal. Don't even tell me why. What's going on, YouTube? What did I do? Is it because I mentioned Brother LeBron? I didn't say he did anything. I just think it's kind of odd that we track celebrities like a hawk, and he's the biggest celebrity, and no mention on none of the big news stations. That's all I said. I thought that was kind of weird. You track celebrities when they get speeding tickets. I said believe in the facts and the evidence, because obviously a young lady lied on me. I'm just wondering why it's not being reported, is what I'm saying. Most times, all accusations, and I do mean accusations, they get reported on. I just don't understand why it's a little bit different. That's all I said, and maybe that's why I'm shadow banned. And hey, Jeff Bezos, hey man, we appreciate you being down with the black community, giving out $100 million to Van Jones. Now, Van Jones, I'm gonna need you to teach me how to cry like that. Now, Jeff Bezos, I'm not gonna do it. I believe I can get some tears. Hold on. I believe I can sprinkle some. You see him? You see him? Yeah. That's how I'm gonna cry for you. Go ahead and give us that $100 million so we can get this goddamn. It's past 3 minutes now. Go ahead and give us that goddamn money so we can use that $100 million to get trade school. Yeah, because we don't know what Van Jones gonna do with it. And it's cool. It's your money, Van Jones. He said you can do what you want with it. But what are we gonna do about these kids reading at a 4th grade reading level? Huh? Jeff Bezos, you down with the blacks now. Shout out to you. Because you just gave a black man $100 million. I don't necessarily know white people to just give away $100 million unless they have a vested interest in something. Yeah. Every time I went to talk to some white folks about some money, they wanted to see a business plan. Yeah. They wanted to know, what was their return on investment. Yeah. So you mean to tell me hold on. You mean to tell me, Brother Van Jones, in racist America, like you said, Mr. Van Jones, and a lot of people say America is one of the racist countries ever, right? So you, a black man, got $100 million from a white man in America. You got $100 million from a white man that allegedly said you could do whatever you want to do with the money in America. So then I gotta ask: are we gonna continue saying this is a racist country because you just got 100 million from a white guy, or did they give you that money for a reason? Whose minds do you have to control for that money, Mr. Jones? Allegedly, $100 million. We shouldn't be talking about racism no goddamn more. There's your money for Black Wall Street right there. I'm just saying. Now, I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your money, Mr. Van Jones, but we shouldn't have to cry to white people no more. $100 million? Man, go get with the black leaders, buddy. Go get with the elders, buddy. It's time, Mr. Jones. You got the ball. Don't fumble. Do that money come with a playbook? Do that money come with a playbook, boy? I ain't never seen him. Motherfucker give away $100 million. Yeah. See, I'm gonna do my part in the community that I'm a part of, and I'm gonna get my trade school for these kids regardless. Me and the dudes around me, we already talking about getting chickens and raising chickens and worm farming and things like that to give these kids something to do. So we gonna do our part, but with $100 million, I'll learn how to cry like that, Mr. Joe. I learned that shit now. Shout out to Faison. I will learn that shit, man. If white folks giving out $100 million for you to cry, I'll go in the back, I'll sprinkle some of that goddamn water, and I'll wrinkle up I even pull my dreads back. Hell, I'll cut them off because I can grow this shit back. I cut them off to get them boys them trade schools, and I'll get up there and cry, put my glasses on. I cry like a motherfucker for you, but it's really going to be water on my face. And I'll do the Van Jones. They love a crying nigga, boy. You get $100 million for crying, huh? Shout out to you. Hey, but Jack, I don't know how I missed this shit, boy, but you can't rap at all. But you know what? Self-talk. You found that video or what I was talking about with him in Milwaukee acting like a jackass. That was the night I was talking about. Jack, you should have never fucked with me, boy. Because goddamn self-talk to put this shit together. I don't know how I missed. Well, I do know how I missed. You motherfucker been fucking with me trying to make sure I don't make videos and shit. But Jack, self-talk got the video of the night that you was in the club acting like CB4, boy. And I told you that was the last time I was going to hang with your dumb ass. And everybody go get to see how stupid you act when you think you back into your... See, you 2-3 different characters, see. You got a bunch of different personalities. You a weird motherfucker. And I realized that after hanging around you. At nighttime, you turn into a goddamn gangster. At nighttime, you a rapper, thug, gangster. When the white folks around you, you the smilingest, cheesiest motherfucker ever trying to read that goddamn teleprompter while you so goddamn high, allegedly. And then in the middle of the day, you praying and shit with Chanel on. I thought that was for women, but you got a whole goddamn Chanel bag on croco sack across your ass. And then at nighttime, you gangster again. So let's let the people see your gangster. This your other mode. This your gangster mode. Hold on. Let me show the people the gangster Jack. Cause still hood. I heard you rap that shit, I almost threw up. Stupid motherfucker. I'm glad you found this shit, self-talk. Motherfucker stupid as hell. You bitches easy to beat because you're stupid. I told you that. You just didn't believe me. Arrogant son of a bitch. Hold on, wait a minute now. I already had the video queued up. Where's that? All right, don't worry about it. Let me go get it again. Self-talk, you're bad boy, self-talk. I don't know how I missed this goddamn video. I had it queued up already. There you go. There you go. CB4. 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 Hey, shout out to Carcino, Hitchbox, Daddy's Cooking. I think that's Joshua Krogan or Kraken. Damn, I keep messing up his name. Gravity Takeout, Ticket TV, Forgotten Kings TV. You got some good shit over there. Who else? Tough Love. What's the dude? I Am Hip Hop. I think it's I Am Hip Hop. Young guy with the dreads on. I think he's from Florida. Yeah. Who else? Man, shout out to all y'all damn YouTube shit. Miss 404, 504, Mouth of the South. Spitting Fire, shout out to you. I saw your video this morning. We do need to stand up as men because, ladies, I know you have sons. And if your son don't need to be up under these rules where he can't just be a natural man. When your sons start to make money, all of a sudden now your sons are turning into alleged R words. And we have to take care of the sector of women that chase athletes and rappers, and they're victimizing them through the scandals in the media because it's a money game. Not all situations. Some of these situations, you niggas ain't shit. But a lot of these situations are not what you think they are. So we just want an even playing field. That if a young lady alleges someone is doing something and that guy proved that she is not telling the truth, she needs to be subjected to jail time, serious jail time, not just no slap on the wrist like we tend to do with all situations and dealing with the, most of the situations dealing with the fair sex. We love you ladies, but we got to get some even keel because we're having sons that are now scared to death of life. And they got good reason to. All right, let me share this video. Man, rapper, activist, M word. I don't even want to say that part because then they all get mad. He ain't really with us. So if he's not really with y'all, I'm not even going to say it. Speaks on black people. And we got the copyright disclaimer.
Our race the black race is turning to the biggest cloud chasers. The biggest cloud chasers. The ones who mad at themselves, they turn into the biggest cloud chasers ever. This man got a great movie out, you want to talk about, come on, sis. Talking about this man is a trafficker and...
Hold on, Jack. First of all, you said I was mad at my life the last time we argued. So are you using that for Cappy or are you trying to take a little slight diss at me, you punk bitch? Why do all these niggas that's on TV think that because you're not on TV that somehow you got to be mad at your life? Do you know I used to live in a neighborhood next to dentists and doctors, and I had a young lady who owned her own landscaping company. Her and her husband made good money. They seemed to be happy as fuck. Why do you vain some bitches think just because you on TV, that means somebody ain't happy? I don't get it. So all the other people that's not on TV, they just ain't happy. You a dumb son bitch. And another thing you said, so if someone is successful and they're making movies, does that mean they're above the allegation? I don't see the connection that if you just make a movie, you get to do what you want to do. Jack, somebody need to take your goddamn phone, boy. You dumb. Look at that stupid ass.
Man, y'all tripping, man. Our people are turning to the biggest cloud chasers. Mad at their own performance or the decisions that they made, and y'all want to try to throw other people under the bus to make yourself look better. Nah. Be responsible for your own acts. Be responsible for your own acts. Stop trying to kill people because your life ain't going the way you want to. Our race is turning to the biggest cloud chasers. Facts.
Hey, I'm from Port Arthur. MC Bumpy UGK. He made from Trill.
Hey, there he is. Hey. Now, he just went from, I guess that was him being an activist trying to get us in line. Y'all hit the like button so we can get this out because they gonna, boy, look at here. They'll probably put an age restriction on this too. I don't know. But this is when he went from activist to shape, switching us in the community to now he back the worst part of the community. He Trill. So let's hear the Trill nigga right now. This the other side of him.
We don't know nothing else about Trill. So if anybody else speaking Trill, they lying. They don't know nothing about the word Trill. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing this Trill. I'm calling it Trill walking. And everyone know it right now. We are Trill walking right now. You get it? So this last song I'm doing is for y'all, man. I met too many real niggas here, Tender Weezy. I met too many real niggas in the California. I'm mad. Fuck bitch. I'm about money and real niggas. Let's go.
Oh, what you say?
Let's go. Money and real niggas. I'm about money and real niggas. Let's go. I'm mad. I ain't tipping off you hoes. I'm mad. Fuck the bitch. I'm about money and real niggas. Let's go. Yeah.
You finna hear some bars, y'all.
I'm a class act. You ain't the class stuff. I just want the same respect you did in Grand Park. That goes up on Milwaukee and Grand Park. I'm picking this your love from my standpoint. Take a nigga out the ghetto, but I'm still hood. Fuck what you gonna do? I'm in this real blood. So I have to take it just to make it feel good and walk through the hood. I'm still hood. Hey, let's go, man. You're welcome. I love y'all, man. I appreciate the love, my nigga. Hood. I'm still hood. Hey, let's go, hood. I'm still hood. Hey, let's go.
It's a joke like we joke in the locker room.
Now you the joke. No, it's cooking.
Oh, Lord. Hey, boy, look at here. Jack, that's the night I realized you was a jackass. I ain't gonna lie. That's the night that I explained it. I detailed out. Them niggas in the crowd were not feeling that dumb shit you were saying. I told you, boy, the only way you could be hood with all that goddamn money and being an NBA player is to go to the hood, ass backwards with your wallet open. You know it, nigga. Fuck gonna let you be a hood and you go dribble the ball for 8, 9, 10 months. And them niggas out there every day for day, running for the police, doing what hood niggas do. And you get to bring your linky ass off the court and be in the hood. And you think you the biggest hood? Shit, me. It don't work that way, boy. You tell these little boys that you want to. It don't work that way, sir. Now, I wanted to get up on stage. I thought you were going to goddamn, saying some, some different type of shit. But once I heard all that gang banging shit, I said, I was that nigga like in barbershop. Said, what is it? Said entertainment. I was like, what the fuck? I was rocking at first. Cause it was a long ass concert. I heard that dumb ass shit you was saying. I said, I was hitting sipping my straw in my drink. And I said, nigga, I ain't that drunk. Walk my ass off that motherfucking stage, nigga. Right before the commotion. Dumbass boy. But anyway, what time is it? Did you guys get on Riff and see Miss Angela Stanton or hear Miss Angela Stanton last night? Man, Miss Angela did a great job. I'm so glad I turned my video off because I was 1 minute I'm up in the chat room, then next minute I'm out. 1 minute I'm up. I had to turn my mic and my camera off. I was just listening and I jumped in the chat because the women were building so much. Women were asking her a lot of questions and she took the time to answer dang near every single question. And they grilled her about Trump. They grilled her about why she's taking the stand she's taking. They asked her about her child and her situation. I'm sure you guys know she was on Dr. Phil, and she didn't run. She didn't run from any question. She stood there and she answered every person's question. She didn't do it with. You can tell she's not malicious with it. With nothing she's saying, she's being malicious. She just stands where she stands, and that's what we said America is about. She stands in what she believes in. She firmly believes in it, and she don't get disrespectful while telling you what she believes in. That to me is what America is about. All this because somebody said something you don't like, you're gonna have to get over it. You're not a God walking the earth. The Bible says we all are nothing. I keep telling you, some of you Bible thumpers, you guys are a go along, get along gang. You guys think you read that Bible and you interpret it the way you want, and you beat people over the head with it. And then you make rules and you're cool with the politicians. So you make legislation that the people do not like. The people can't thrive in. We the people, you guys are supposed to be coming to the people. Why aren't the politicians going to the hoods and talking to the people in the hood? Don't bring your goddamn hot sauce. And we hear rappers rap all year long. So stop going to get rappers to go to talk about fucking politics. We don't want to hear that shit no more. We don't want to see it no more. Go down to get the eldermen. Go down to get the people that really move and shake in the community. Go down and get the rec center leaders. The ones that are with these children every day. Go get them and talk to them. Go get the PE teachers. Go get the damn guidance counselors. Why the fuck are y'all going to get rappers? Please explain that to me. Anybody know? I know, because they don't want us to learn a goddamn thing. They just want us to go with who we like. And that's why y'all don't want these kids to hear what I got to say. YouTube. Well, how you doing, though? I like you, YouTube, I guess. Most of these YouTubers coming at me every second of every day because they fighting for YouTube algorithms. They want to just say something. I'm going to go debunk him. I'll give him that smoke. How the hell you going to give a nigga the smoke that don't give a fuck that you're talking to him? You're not going to give me smoke. I said, all I give a fuck about is these kids. Let me say it to you slow. I don't give a two rat's ass about your opinion of me as a man. All I care about is these children. And I'm going to do the work that is going to kick you in the ass. That if you just keep talking about me, you just don't like me. And you don't like me for the work that I'm doing and the work that you're not. So all I know that you're doing is projecting. So I'm just going to give you that mirror. And I'm going to hold it up and say, whatever the fuck you want to tell me, tell it to that person you see in the mirror, bitch. Tired of hearing you YouTubers. Oh, hey, you don't want to debate me. I'll give him that smoke. When the fuck did I say I was the debater? You're not even supposed to be talking to me to debate me. You're supposed to be just asking me, how can I be of service? Or why did you think about trades and coding? And what is it about? Like, what is there to beef about? What would me and other YouTubers debate about? Or did you do research on coding and trades to be able to tell me that the research that you have that trades being in schools had a negative effect on black males or males, period, or females that wanted to be in a trade? Do you have any data or research that say that? Because I'll debate you about that. But all this telling me, he seemed weird. He won't go debate this guy. I'm not. What the fuck is the purpose? I'm not here to debate you niggas. That's what's wrong with us. We always want to tear somebody down. I don't owe you nothing. I ain't did shit to you. I don't know you. I didn't try to holler at your old lady. You know, the things that men supposed to get into it about, nigga, I'm over here on my own space. You don't have to like what I'm doing. Jesus Christ. A nigga threatening me that don't even know me. Nigga, I'm a different type of YouTuber, nigga. I ain't Hassan Campbell. What does that even mean? I don't even know you. Save that energy for them white boy. You might need it in a couple years. What's wrong with you, nigga? You got all this energy and animosity for black males you don't know. I talked to a son because he talked to me. 4-5 video. And you don't tell another man that he should accept anything. Don't tell me what I should accept. Don't tell me what I should accept. And this dude is a parasite. He does that same shit. And this parasite's like him in the hood. He actually detailed out what he used to do when he was in the hood. You see a nigga that making money, more money than you up the street, you shoot that nigga. That's what he said on his YouTube. And that's why mothers are losing sons. So don't tell me what to accept when that is the worst type of mentality and behavior for our black male. That somebody's mama's son gonna be walking out doing his thing, walking in his purpose and what he believe in, and now you niggas want to argue about what he believe in. Please explain to me how that fucking makes sense. Whatever you think is your shit, nigga, put it on your page and do what you do without mentioning me. I didn't come on YouTube mentioning all the YouTubers. Nigga, this shit sad. That's why these goddamn women so upset. And I told you, I wish I can bottle mama's cooking up and drop it off at all these women. Boy. All I got to say to you is you can't raise a man. He's already grown. What you gonna do? You wonder why he acts like a boy. You ladies need to kick these niggas, some of these niggas, off your couch. If he have more Timberlands and he have more Jordans than he got in his bank account, kick his ass out. I don't give a damn about what that plan he telling you him and his homeboy gonna do. If that some bitch worried about looking pretty, then goddamn having some money, kick his dumb ass out. He can't take you nowhere. He's gonna take from you. He's gonna take from you. He's gonna be borrowing your goddamn car, slapping you around. Cause see, the media don't seem to care about when you get slapped around by somebody that ain't a celebrity. I'm just saying, it seemed like maybe. I don't know. Yeah, we got to keep celebrities. Excuse me. We got to keep celebrities in check. A celebrity, goddamn, got to get beat up. Got to get his teeth knocked out by his wife, allegedly. Yeah. Celebrities got to get that ass whipped. Yeah, I saw a Baltimore football player allegedly wife teeing off on him a year ago. Got him up in the corner, big ass, just working him over. I said, "Holy shit! Holy shit!" Holy shit. Protect women. Protect women? I saw a woman with a boy, she was hooking the shit out that boy. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop this shit. I'm scared for the little boys growing up now. I'm scared. We are creating pockets of people that are above the law. Let me ask this question. If a little boy transitioned into a female, but he still has his male body part, and that young male, female, whatever he identifies as, he punched a heterosexual boy who identifies as a young boy in the face, what are the rules of engagement in that situation? Is it heterosexual males now? Are we just going to have to just ball up and run and get beat on and taken from and stolen from everybody now? Is that what's going on? Because we can stop this shit if we want, if y'all don't keep putting laws in place. What is the protocol for a young male? This is just a question, YouTube. I know y'all want to shadow ban me for everything, but I got a question. My teacher told me that no question was a stupid question. So if you get mad at this type of question, then you need to go back to my kindergarten, St. Simon's Island Elementary in Brunswick, Georgia, and you need to go tell my teachers they told me a fucking lie. Because I just want to ask a question. If a young boy transitioned into a female, but he still has his male body parts, and that person is the aggressor, and he punches a heterosexual boy in the face, what are the rules of engagement? Because I thought the number one rule of a person is, just like in boxing, protect yourself at all times. Now, what are we going to do? Huh? What are we going to do, people? Somebody said I'm a hater. I'm a woman hater with mommy issues. How can I hate women and I got daughters? See, I'm not talking about some of you adult confused people that just want to argue with everything. I'm simply asking a question. I have children that I have to teach the rules of engagement. I have a son. I have several sons. We have to know how to deal with situations. Do these young boys get a chance to protect themselves if a young boy turns into a young lady now, but he still has male body parts and he is accosted? What is his rules of engagement? And if a young boy turns into a female, does he now get to hit females? I just want to know, because I just need to know these type of things so I can know the rules of engagement, especially having daughters who tall, and my daughters like to talk shit a little bit. And so if a boy transitions to a girl, does this girl now get to fight my daughter? I'm just asking. No one is above a question. I just need to know. Anybody got the answer? Seem like we headed for some trouble. Because now we got people afraid to even ask these questions. These are serious questions. I have a daughter. And if a 6'3", 250-pound man decides that he wants to now be a woman, and which is cool, you have a right to do whatever you want to do. Does this woman now, at 6'3", 250 pounds, get to engage and aggress my daughter as a woman? These are questions that I need to know, because I need to know what type of taser or what type of something to get my little girl. Because I don't want my daughter fighting no 6'3", 250-pound young man that turned into a woman. Now, everybody has a right to do whatever they want to do, but we as Americans need to know what we can do when in these scenarios and situations. I don't understand, because now we're creating laws that are being called hate crimes. So if a 6'3", 250-pound man that turns into a woman attack my daughter or hit my daughter as a man, what am I supposed to do? Because if I engage with this person, which I'm supposed to protect my daughter, I'm a man, right? That's what you told me. Will I get a hate crime for that? Because I don't hate him or her. I just don't want him to hit my motherfucking daughter. So I would like to know, what are we supposed to do? We don't have seminars to educate the adults. We keep going to the children for some reason and telling them the transition or whatever. But what do the adults do? Do anybody know the rules of engagement? I would like to drop the link. I want to know, what are the rules of engagement? I got about 30 minutes. So please don't be long-winded. I got about 30 minutes. Because as a parent, I would like to know these things. And people that are hateful and think it's hate just to ask a question, grow the fuck up, okay? I'm not making an analogy. I'm just want to ask the question. Somebody can enlighten me. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
How are you today, sir?
I'm doing amazing.
Wonderful. It was good to speak to you.
You as well.
So, first of all, thank you for having me. And as far as what you're putting out as the question, that question is a serious question that people need to answer, because I have sons and daughters.
Yeah.
And I have a 25-year-old daughter and I have a 5-year-old son.
Mhm.
So it's like I was raised in the 90s, so we had a whole other set of rules of engagement when it came to what we did. So now it's thoroughly different, and at this point, I think, to be honest, we have a level of understanding that we need to figure out.
Yeah.
Because even as Black people, we're not even the ones that's transitioning at that type of level. It's other races that's transitioning at that level, and the only reason why, in my opinion, that they're making room for that is because white men want to transition and do that. I believe it's a white man's thing. And
Yeah.
then, it trickles down to all the other races. They want to show all the other races doing it, but it's really a white man's thing. Like, just like Bruce Jenner. Now we supposed to call him Caitlyn,
Mhm.
and that's a whole man who was an athlete. What about the athletes that's wrestling against these? I mean, they're transitioning and then they're wrestling against women.
Right.
I don't even understand. Or
And
people that
they're actually hurting these women as well.
yes, they're hurting these women, and these young girls. A lot of us go into sport to get out of things that's going on at home, that's
Mhm.
going on in the community. We
Mhm.
figure out, okay, you know what? Let's put our energy here, and then a lot of us get out of our situations through sport.
Yeah.
So, you have young girls and young women that are doing that. And now you have this type of I guess I would like to say, stopper.
Yeah.
So here we go. So now we have to compete against whole men who are, their bodies are whole men, and then, but they have a wig on, or they're saying that they're women.
Yeah.
So, you have that. And the last point I would like to make, what about these women who are transitioning and then want to go to the spa? I saw a video about that,
Ooh.
and it was a person wanting to go to the spa. Excuse me. I'm sorry. A
Go ahead.
person wanted to go to the spa, and these young ladies. She brought her daughter, 14-year-old daughter, to the spa, and there was a whole man sitting there who said that they identify as a woman, and she went off. She said that he had his whole privates out. It's a
Mhm.
spa situation. A 14-year-old daughter. What are we going to do? So I
That's
hit you with the
disrespectful.
question.
That's disrespectful to you guys as women. That's disrespectful to your husbands. I'm sure husbands don't send their wives to the spa for somebody's penis to be anywhere around them.
And
So
your 14-year-old daughter that went
right,
with him out.
and a minor at that. So I mean, you guys have to. It's going to take you women. I mean, anything that you women don't want or do want to happen, they change it for you guys. You guys spend the most money here in the United States of America. Anything you guys say, they're going to do. So they have you women agreeing with, basically, to me, it's destroying. I have no problem with anybody doing whatever they want to do. But when you have a young boy who transitions to a girl, and let's say you start to get 5 or 10 of them on the basketball team, there's not going to be any room for biological girls, because all of those players are going to be bigger, stronger, and faster.
And
So that's going
they're
to be
gonna,
taking scholarships away from women. It's going to be doing, like, women, you guys are being pushed down a totem pole, and I don't think you guys realize it.
the thing is that I think we're being manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
And be quite honest, especially black women and male relationships, I believe, are the most toxic. And unfortunately, we've been raised in toxicity. We have, a lot of us have not had fathers, especially black women. A lot of us have not had fathers in
Mm-hmm.
our home. So you have a situation where you got 2 to 3 generations with no father, and you don't even know how to treat a man when he's a good man in your life. A lot of us don't
Yeah.
even think we get great men,
Yeah.
and we don't even know how to treat this man. We don't know
Yeah.
how to talk to him as a man, and
Mhm.
not and be and stay in our pocket as a woman. We don't know that. So
See, if
we
y'all
have
would have said that,
situations.
stay in pocket as a woman, boy, look at here, that's offensive to everybody. Like, it seems a lot of women now, they're so triggered by everything a man says. It's just like, it's almost like you got to pick a woman that's been around men or had their father in their home, because the ones that just been around mama, it seems like they're so used to running the show and being aggressive, and it's just like, whoa, look, mama, chill out. I don't need to be aggressive towards you. You don't need to be aggressive towards me. Like, let's just have a conversation. But I
Well,
do need to get somebody else on, because I told him I got 30 minutes. But thank you so much for
thank
coming
you,
on.
sir. Thank you for
Yes,
everything. We
yes, ma'am.
appreciate you so much.
Thank you. What's up, brother?
Hey, Kwame. Hey, can I take 2 seconds to pray with you?
Go ahead, brother.
Hey, thank you, Lord God, for giving us an opportunity to come together once again. please bless Kwame and all that he does. Amen.
Amen.
I just wanted to say, amen. What you're doing is so important to the future of our young men growing up right now, Kwame, because unfortunately, with all the good times and all the things that we're doing, man, we have to prepare for when the bad times come too. And when we effeminate our men, we're going down a wrong road that we're gonna have to pay for later. So I hope that you keep on staying on their neck. I mean, the way that you're going about doing it, I pray that you keep on connecting with people like Angela Stanton King. I hope that you continue to keep connecting with people like Judge Joe Brown, and all that you've done and shown us so far. You're a great guy, man. And I pray that God continues to work with you and build you up no matter what comes your way, man.
Yeah, it's kind of making me an introvert. Like, I go out and hang out, but there's so many people, just trying to talk to me to record my conversation. They trying to put me in the Dulo twist so bad that I appreciate that prayer. Trust me, it's well needed.
And you know what? It's for everybody on your chat and you and everybody that supports, what you're doing. You're positive. And I guess that there's always going to be resistance when something is positive, but it's so needed. I mean, you got to have strong men for our Army, our Navy, our Marines, our Air Force, our Coast Guards. I mean, we need strong men to fight an enemy. So, I mean, effeminating those guys, whether they be black, white, Asian, or Hispanic, it doesn't make any sense at all.
I don't think so either. I guess they're, it seems like they're banking on our military having all these advanced weapons. But I wonder what would happen, if somebody figure out how to make sure we can't use our weapons, and then we have to go hand to hand again, or you have to get up close and personal. I don't think they're going to like the effeminate ways of a lot of these young men.
True. Keep on standing on their neck, man. Thank you for taking my call and letting me call in. I love you, bro. God bless you.
Thank you, bro. Love you too. Yes, sir. Bless you as well.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me get a young lady up here. Hey, how are you?
Hi, Kwame. How are you?
Good.
I just wanted to say a couple of things. I actually sent you an email last month with a prayer in it.
Okay.
I guess when you get a chance, you could just take a look at it. And I also posted it in the comments, but I know you don't have a lot of time, but I just wanted to say thank you. I have a very, very strong family upbringing. So I have men in my family. I know exactly what you're talking about. I have a great deal of respect for men. I stay out of men's business. So I totally get it. In regards to your comment about the transgender, which is, I guess, that's what they're called. My grandfather taught me that I don't care who you are. If you put your hands on me, you better lose your mind. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to defend myself. I know that people have a different way of how they teach their kids how to defend themselves and how they engage with other people, but not to be physical with everybody that you come in contact with, but definitely you want to defend yourself. So that's number one.
Yeah. But see, not to cut you off, but see, you as a woman, if you were to engage in defending yourself against a transgender person, they would look at you maybe as the victim. But me as a man, what's my rules of engagement? Because I was taught that same thing. If you aggress me, I have a right to defend myself. But they're making laws that it's almost like a hate crime. And it's not about hate, it's about defending yourself.
Yeah, it's not. It's really not. You don't want to always get into an altercation with anybody, right? We don't want to always get into anything physical. That's what we want to avoid. But I think when you are a very present and aware and intuitive person, you know the kind of people that you can and cannot be around with to just avoid those type of situations. So that's number one. I will take a scan of the room and I will get a sense of this is just not something that I could deal with. I cannot deal with the love and hip hop vibes, the kind of people that come from that. I get a sense of it. I go in the opposite direction. I was taught that. So I get it. But Anyway, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I have you on my vision board up here. I just wanted to say that I want you to know that I created my vision board in like 2018. So you've been on my vision board since 2018, way before any of this. So I am absolutely thrilled. Thank you. When you get a chance, it's AAPF in my email. You'll see it. It's just a prayer. It's no other verbiage in there. But God bless. And thank you so very much.
Bless you as well.
Yes.
What's going on, brother?
Mr. Kwame, good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
First of all, salute to you, my brother. Can you hear me? I'm blessed,
Appreciate
man.
it.
I'm blessed. Yeah, I just want to give you a shout out, brother. You the man of the people, man. You the man of the people. We giving you your flowers while you here.
Thank you.
Keep preaching that word, man. Keep pushing that positivity. As far as the question goes, like she said, man, like the last few people said, man, I think what it is a mind game that's being played on us. And as we all know, if you control the mind, you don't have to worry about a person's action.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, they're trying to, like you said, emasculate the men and so on and so forth. And where does that leave us? We can't, like you said, we can't protect ourselves against other men because they identify as a woman. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, we need to get a time limit on how fast you can identify. Because if they identify, I need to jump and I'm gonna just keep a wig in my trunk or something. Boy, I got dreads.
I'm trying to say,
I think I'm a lady now. What's up? You know what I mean? We gonna have to figure out.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work for you and me, Kwame. It ain't gonna work for you and me.
Well, it's gonna have to work because we can't just be walking around just getting accosted. Now I'm gonna have to have a wig in the trunk or something.
I agree with you. But you know, like you said, man, it's a whole lot of it going on, and not to stare off the topic, but even with the brother, I ain't gonna say his name, you know, little boy as you call him. Be careful with that brother, man, because it's even with that matter, it's a trick of the enemy. You know, he's here to trick people off the streets, not only you, but those street guys that he so-called hang around and so-called brag about. They eventually gonna come try to attack this brother, and guess what? They gonna trick themselves off the street. So it all ties in together, man. Again, if you control the mind, you won't have to worry about a person's action, man.
Right.
I strongly believe that.
I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. That's why I won't argue with the group. He keeps him, Jack, all of them try to make it a bigger thing than what it is. It's one man talking to another man.
Absolutely.
It don't have to be nothing. He made his jokes. He said I'm ugly. I made my jokes. It's nothing. It just seems like a lot of a certain set of black men feel like once something is said to them, they got to take it a step further. He don't need to be in prison. He got daughters. I don't need to be in the ground. I have daughters. He don't need to be in the ground. He has daughters. Like, what's the point? You said what you said. It is what it is. In my opinion.
Exactly, my brother. But I ain't gonna take up too much of your time, man. Hey, you make perfect sense, brother. I just want to keep telling you, keep pushing that message. Coding, trades back in school, man. You inspire me. I'm a 9-to-5 working man, dog. I don't have my little issues in the past, but that don't stop me. You understand? Right. And I'm going back to get my barber license. Me and my wife, we talking about getting trucking business. I'm probably gonna get my CDL. Like, these are things like, and when I was going to school, we had home mech, we had wood shop, we had auto mechanic.
Yep.
So what you're saying is on point, brother. Trust me. You getting your flowers while you here, because these are uncomfortable conversations that a lot of people that got these platforms are afraid to have. And you stepped out and did it, my brother. So salute to you for that, man. Keep pushing.
Thank you, brother. Salute to you. I like that, man. At work, that's what I'm talking about. I got a lot of stuff to do today too, so I'll be going for a minute. But let me get some more brothers on here. I don't know what happened to the brother. What's going on? We can't hear you. Take your mute off. Let me take you out and bring you back in. Hold on. Nah. Unmute your mic. Hold on, let me get another dude on real quick. What's going on, brother?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good to see you again.
Man, it's finally working with a new problem. Now I can hear you and I don't have to talk over you. Thank you, bro. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for everything that you've been doing, man. My wife, she's now on your radar. She loved everything. She did a prayer for you the other day. My stepdaughter, she got some chains she want to send you. Some beads, necklace she made, this protection.
Okay.
Send that to you as well.
Yes, sir.
But, as for the transgender thing, I feel that if a man transitions himself into a woman, I have nothing against gay people. I have nothing against the LGBTQ, ABCD community. Excuse me for that one, but if a man change and if he hits my daughter, I have to beat that ass. And I'm just have to say that. I'm going to have to beat that ass because a man changing himself to a woman and then feel like he has the gall and the audacity to hit a lady, or my daughter, that ass gonna have to get whooped.
But see, the rules are set in place that they're making it seem like those are two women fighting. So if you do what you say you're gonna do, then they're gonna give you a hate crime or a serious charge. So we as men, we're gonna have to get out and vote to say, hey, look, this is not about hate. This is our job to protect ourselves and our children. And so if we don't get out and vote and do what we're supposed to do, then we're going to be in some trouble here in the next couple of years.
Yeah, that's bad. I have a cousin that he's a male transitioned to a female, and then I have a female cousin just like she transitioned to a male, and she's about to get married to a woman. And it just happened just not so long ago. It blew my mind. She got the mustache and the beard and everything, and breast reduction. So I was like, wow, I don't know what the ideology of that, but at the same time, that's not my position to talk about people who do that. But at the same time, that's the day and the time that we're in right now. One last thing is, man, the censorship system is jacked up. When I was in this thing waiting on to talk to you, it kind of clicked me out. It knocked me out. And then I came back in and said, hope I can get back in. I got back in, and then it started messing with your conversation. Like I sound like a robot. You know that thing.
I hear it.
They really doing that to us right now. They don't want you to speak up and say the things that you're saying because it's positive things that you're saying for us as people. They don't want us to do anything. So the last thing is, man, I got a song like I told you. I changed the name of it 5 times already. They don't want me to put it. They don't want me to put it out there. It's a serious, strong message about coding and trading and trades, but they don't want me to put it out. They keep hating on me, and it's messed up that they're doing that. But that's all I have to say, man. Thank you. Keep doing your good things. And I'm gonna make sure my daughter get those chains to you.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you, my brother.
All right, bro.
All right. See, that's crazy, y'all. They censoring everybody. It seemed like they censoring this brother over a song in America. And YouTube is allowed to operate and do these things to American citizens. You can make this little noise. You can mess with my the way my notifications go out, censor the video, age restrict the video, all because I'm saying something you don't like, and it's supposed to be all inclusive. The guys who pump all inclusive are the ones that are not inclusive at all. You don't hear people trying to, no heterosexual person is trying to censor anybody. We just want to know our marching orders and what the hell is going on. Those are real questions, if you ask me.
Hey, peace, Kwame.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, listen, right? If you got your cell phone in front of you, I can give you an answer to some of the stuff that's going on. If you type in a man named Michael Swift, Michael Swift, Fordham University, it's talking about a gay manifesto that was written by a professor back in 1987 at Fordham University, and it explains everything that's going on now. I've talked about it on my channel. I broke this stuff down. Everything that you see that's going on now, they talked about now.
Is it this guy? No, they don't want him to talk, boy. Michael Smith. Is this
Michael Swift?
Oh, Swift. Michael Swift.
Michael Swift. Fordham University.
Michael Swift. I thought you said Smith. Oh, my bad.
Swift. Everybody in the chat room, type in Michael Swift, Fordham University Gay Manifesto. We gotta study tape on our open enemy, man, and understand what they're doing. This thing this thing is a direct shot at heterosexual males. And if you get a chance to read that on the air, read that to the people. You're going to find out everything that he talked about in this manifesto is happening right now. They talked about coming after our children. He explained that they were our military people. They were our athletes. They are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it playing out. You see it playing out now. Does that mean that I hate all gay people? Yeah. Does that mean that I hate all gay people? Absolutely not. I have gay people in my family that are black that I love.
Yeah.
But the agenda is something totally different from your gay black cousin. There's an agenda that's been going on, but I need people to understand that's watching you right now. This agenda didn't just happen overnight. These people have been in powerful positions for a long time. But they supported, a lot of them supported the nuclear family back then because, like I said, this is how they built money. Now with the technologies and everything is anti-family. They're conditioning you to not want to have children, not want to be married. Back then, during the factory age, they needed bodies, they needed families to work in factories and stuff to build communities, to build infrastructure. Now with technology, they don't care nothing about none of that. So we're just going for a whole different things. The transhumanism is everything. But read that manifesto when you get a chance, brother. Read that manifesto.
And somebody wants to know your YouTube page. Shoot your YouTube page out.
Yeah, my YouTube channel is the George Macon Experience. It's right here, the George Macon Experience. And I also have a nonprofit, Urban Nerds. Man, I want to come on and build with you about my nonprofit. We bringing black intelligence back to the hood in Philadelphia, man. I titled it Urban Nerds because I'm trying to get rid of the real nigga consciousness. We want them to be real nerds instead of real niggas. So if you type in Urban Nerds Worldwide, you'll see my website. And you'll see a black man on the ground doing work. They said there's not enough of us, but that's a lie. We just got to do a better job of promoting ourselves.
Right. Yes, sir.
That's my YouTube channel and my website.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a subscription. I'm gonna subscribe right now.
Yeah, and my nonprofit is if you type in Urban Nerds Worldwide, Urban Nerds Worldwide, you'll see my nonprofit of what we're doing in the community for young black girls and boys.
Okay.
So, thanks.
So I appreciate that, my brother. I'll be in contact with you.
Thank you, brother.
All right, appreciate it. Man, that's what I'm talking about. This is why they don't want us to communicate. This is why they cut off. They try to anyway. They try to destroy the volume, and they claim they don't do it. It's all inclusive, and they're trying to, protect people. How the hell you gonna protect people from a fucking opinion? It's an opinion. If you need protection from an opinion, something is wrong with you. And a question, something is really wrong with you. Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, and thank you for bringing me aboard. I want to talk about the transgenders, and I want to talk about having empathy for the fact that they was transitioned in their mother womb to become that way. When you lived in the ghetto, they gave you prenatal pills about this big. You understand? So to demasculate and to destroy the black man, they converted them right in their mother womb. So let me explain to you something about, first of all, I love Angela Stratton. I love her. And I love everything about how she's explaining how the black community failed by not voting for Trump. But that's a whole different political thing. Let me stay on.
Ma'am, can I ask you one question real quick? So for other women who because what you just said was that I've been hearing hints of that, but nobody really believe it. So for the women who want to have children without getting that prenatal care, because I know Miss Angela Stanton said that last night on Riff. She was like, it's a natural thing. You don't need prenatal care. What could women do as an alternative than going to the hospital and getting all this prenatal care?
Not use the Medicaid prenatal pills. Go to the pharmacy and try to use the best, do research on the best prenatal. Yes, that you can find. But they definitely altered our children. Let me explain about how this world has to stop with all of this judging people. When you go into a woman's bathroom, it's not like the men's bathroom. Everybody have their own privacy. If there's a pedophile in a public place that's in there trying to molest, they could get arrested and they'll be brought forth. But when a woman goes into the bathroom, she takes care of her business in private unless she wants to expose herself when she comes outside of the stall. So this man that was exposing himself at the massage parlor, what I would have done as a mother, I would have went to the manager and I would have had him arrested for a decent exposure. And that's the bottom line. Nobody is allowed to expose their private nowhere in a public area.
Well, they do. And they get away with it. That's what I'm saying. It should not be allowed, but those women were upset and nothing happened. During the Pride Week, a homosexual man can walk around almost naked in the middle of the road.
Well, I would like to say this, Mr. Kwame. When I first seen you, I said the kings have risen. And I'm so glad that you came against these pedophiles and these Freemasons trying to bring and condemn the community. But what I was very, very heartbroken about was that you did not accept the apology of a thug. And that, to me, was promoting other thugs not to accept apology from another thug. And I actually did a video on my page telling you off about that. And I tried to get some attention to you. You can see my background. My page is for the Underground Railroad to help Black Americans rebuild our first Wall Street, because in Tompkins County, Ithaca, New York, Black Americans, the lawyers and judges have been stealing housing preservation development money, which will give us the right to sue that whole county and take that whole county for over 40 years, because I was moved by the Witness Protection Program when I locked up all of Harlem, New York. So this is why I could tell you about the food. I'm the only person that came back without diabetes and high blood pressure because I was eating the Cleansman food in Tompkins County, Ithaca, New York, where these lawyers and judges are stealing housing preservation development money, developers. I have all of the evidence. And I was trying to bring that attention to Mr. Joe Brown and yourself so we could get legal lawyers and win that whole county and build our first Black Wall Street.
Well, okay. Well, man, I will definitely. I can get you in contact with Mr. Joe if you could just send me another.
Thank you.
Just send me another email at support@buslife.com. I have my email back again. Hopefully, nobody hack it again this time.
Well, but, I directly go to my page because emails you get thousands of them. You get thousands of them. Go to my page. I'm computer literate as far as that's concerned. I was put on the internet 5 years ago so we can have the right to sue the internets like Facebook, Instagram for altering our speech and keeping us in the ghettos. You understand? My page is the Underground Railroad to information. Our descendants already died for our civil rights, our housing, things that we never received. See, the Black American man, they gave people without color our storefronts and our housing. They give us jail, institution, and death. We're tired of dying. We have to sue. We have to sue the United States government for reparations. We don't have to march. All we have to do is sue. We have to sue Black Lives Matter, NAACP, Freemasons, Red Cross, and we have to leave United States of America. We have to separate and segregate for world peace. So
well, let me address what you said about Hassan Campbell and what you said on your page.
Please.
Here's why I didn't, as a man, I would not accept that apology, and here's why you shouldn't either. Men like that kill your sons. I've been a man my entire life, and I don't expect you to understand it. I've been punched in the face by men like that for no reason, and so as a man, I asked him a specific question when he first got onto my page. Why were you talking about me? He lied directly to my face. He said, because you made videos about me. That is not true, ma'am. He made 3 or 4 videos about me. I ignored this gentleman the entire time. Then I asked him that question. He lied to my face. Then he turns right back around and said, oh, I was just doing this for views. And then he made a live video and said, when I'm in the hood, if a nigga making money, we shoot that nigga. So you can talk this idea. Hold on, let me finish.
I am American gangster.
Hold on, let me finish.
You're talking to the right one.
I got you, but let me finish. As a black male, I'm saying as a black male that can get killed and punched in the face by other men in the street with the police not caring about it. So What I'm saying is, Hassan Campbell, if you build the black community that you're talking about, and you have another black man that can threaten to fight, punch, and shoot at another black man, all you're doing is letting the fox in the hen house. Okay. That type of black man is not appreciated by a black man like me, because I had to defend myself against men like that my entire life. So that's why I didn't accept his apology.
Mr. Brown, you do not understand Mr. Hassan. Mr. Hassan is connected to the ghetto that he lives in every day, and he knows how to communicate with our people in the ghetto.
I think he just make up stories. We're going to agree to disagree on him. He does not make
up story. He exposes rappers. He exposes rappers, their contents, their music, how they are diminishing the community. He risks his life every day doing this. I have the utmost respect for that man. And in this situation, he was wrong though. Was for him to apologize. The thug, arrogant, ignorant person he could be. He apologized, and when he did that, it was
a fake apology, ma'am. He do that every time to everybody.
And you know what? It's okay. It's okay for a man to apologize when he's wrong. Everybody deserves redemption. And what you was promoting, as far as I'm concerned, I want you to see my video, me telling you off. Okay, me telling you off, because I want to see a celebrity match. Because
you can tell that's fine to tell me off, but I don't hurt mama's sons. And Hassan Campbell, in that type of talk, he can talk black, but he's still walking to the community allegedly with an empty gun and talking about rocking snot boxes. So I respect what you're saying, and obviously you have some type of bond with Hassan Campbell, but I'm telling you, as a black man, like him. Okay, I understand. I understand where he's from,
and I know what our gang members leave. Let me explain something to you, Mr. Brown. It's the gang members that have to save this world. Let me tell you how.
I disagree. They're killing our kids, man.
They are the ones that have to save the world. Let me tell you how they're going to save the world. They're going to monopolize righteously. We're going to say we're going to ride our own cabs. We're going to make our own soap. We're going to make our own toilet paper. We're going to make our own sneakers. They are going to control this world. Stop thinking you know who a gang member is? A gang member is an everyday child that's walking in the ghetto. You understand? Go to my page. Everybody go to my page. Everybody deserves redemption. Any apology is better than none. It's a start towards respect. It's a start towards respect.
I disagree. Men don't do what men don't do. Men don't listen.
Apology takes away a manhood. And
that's not true, ma'am. That is not true.
To another man.
That is not true at all. Men do not just insert themselves in other men's business. Men respect each other because men know that it can get to a level of violence. That's why men don't chatty patty and we don't gossip. Real men don't do that.
Ignorant men.
Well, he's an ignorant man, so I'll agree with you on that. He is an ignorant man.
That's why you are not an ignorant man. And with you being the superstar that you are, promote.
I'm a busty bust.
Promote forgiveness.
I forgive him, but I still don't have to talk to him.
You want kids to go straight from high school straight into the league. So you a champion. You understand?
And I taught kids how to avoid people like Hassan Campbell with that loser mentality.
No, now.
I'm gonna get back on subject. I gotta get another caller up. I'll go check your video out though.
Please do. Thank you.
Not gonna change my perspective on it. Hassan Campbell is the epitome of why 2 or 3 black males in every major city is dropping in our nighttime. That is not manly, and I don't take marching orders from women, so I know I'm in the streets. And so a man that thinks like that, I don't fuck with that nigga. What is he doing? In the streets, it don't play out like she's saying. You don't get to just fuck with people and say sorry. No, it don't work like that. I hear your apology, my nigga, but I'm cool on you. I'm going to move around. I never offered this man violence, none of that. So you get to apologize and then say you'll slam my big tall ass? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, what's going on, brother Kwame?
What's up, brother?
Not too much, man. Hey, I just want to give a shout out. You've been doing a great job, man. Keep the momentum up. Keep up the good work, man. I want to talk about really briefly the topic you mentioned today, man, is very saddening, man, and it's saddening particularly in sports athletics, right? no one really talks about this. And when they do talk about it, they don't really lend it the credence that it really needs to be lent. I'm not going to ask a girl who's born a girl to be a boy or to be the boy or even to be the boy who's transitioned to a girl, right? There's certain biological, I'd say biological superiorities that men carry that women just can't have, right? By way of testosterone. So to ask a woman to compete at that level, I think is unfair. I'm not going to really go on the soapbox. I want to say thank you for giving people the platform to be able to express their dissatisfaction with some of these things that the go along, get along gangs doing, man. But
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So, do you have any kids?
Oh yeah. I got 2 daughters and a son.
So, how would you feel that if a child, like let's just say your daughter, she does track,
right?
Okay. A young man decides to transition over and he's running track. And now your daughter was number 1 in the state and now she's like number 3. What would you do to help your daughter's psyche because she's losing in this type of scenario without being offensive to somebody else?
You know, to be honest, I don't think there's much you can say to that competitor, right? Because she's my daughter. I know both of them, but particularly my daughter that competes, she's a competitor, man. And so she's not going to want to hear, oh, well, you know, he has an unfair advantage because he has his testosterone that you don't have. I mean, that's hard for a competitive athlete to reconcile, right? I think that there should, I'm not saying not allow them to have what they, that they want the opportunity to compete, but let's do it within a fair rubric. So how about all transsexuals compete against one another?
That's a good idea.
And in that way, you compete at your own risk, whether you're a boy to turn to a girl or a girl to turn to a boy. You have your own league for that. And that's cool. That way you're not taking away anybody's human rights, but then you're not
all inclusive. It's all inclusive then, because to me it seems like little girls are being pushed to the bottom. Little girls are going to start losing scholarships.
Right.
What if the WNBA pays the top players $95,000 a year, right?
Right.
What if a lot of these guys that can't make the cut in professional sports, other places, they just all decide to make this movie Joanna Man a real movie? And all these guys say, we're going to go be an all-star in the WNBA and we're going to make $95,000 a year. Where is that going to leave the female athletes?
Exactly, right. And then we have some things coming through from the NCAA now that may encourage them to do a little bit more because maybe they can be paid for it now, right? So now you're taking away their ability to earn, right? Yeah. So it fundamentally goes deeper than that, man. I'm an educated brother. There's one other thing I want to bring up, brother. I got a master's degree from University of Illinois. A lot of people might have known me back in the day when I was Goldie, right? But I'll say, man, it's a lot of cats. I come from inner city Chicago. I'm from the South Side. I went to Bogan High School. Everybody shout out to Bogan, shout out to the South Side. I think a lot of brothers that go get their education and try to come back and enrich the community, they get a tough deal, man. They come back and they're like, hey, man, look, I could talk to you on your level. I understand everything you've been through. I've been shot, which I have literally. I've been through so much stuff. I had to make it through college. I didn't have a well-to-do, background. So I had to hustle through school. I had to make it through school, right? It's a lot of different things that happen that create character and that can help other folks if they're willing to listen. And so the other thing
but let me ask you this. Why as a black man do you feel like you have to give a hood resume for someone to want to hear you? It seems like that's the going thing. White men don't have to do that. They don't have to say, hey, I've been shot, I've been robbed, I'm from the borough, I'm from the hood, I'm from this. We're not going to be able to compete with white men like that.
They can give their regular credentials.
I went to college.
I went to Yale. I went to Stanford. I was an engineering major and blah, blah, blah. And so, it's a bit different. It is a bit different because we carry the stigma of aggression, of this, of that we have to dispel. So what I found in corporate is I didn't fit in corporate because I didn't want to demascularize myself, right? It was, hello, how you doing? What's going on today? How's everything going? Is everything all right? Sometimes I don't want to do all that. Sometimes I want to come in and be capable and work hard and do what I got to do to achieve the objective. Maybe I don't want to do the song and dance. And that's a challenge for brothers like us because I go get the degree thinking, everybody's told me all my life, man, go get a college degree, man. You got to go get those degrees. I go get a graduate degree. I go to law school, drop out of law school, all that stuff, right? Because I think that I don't need to be the most educated. I need to be the most practical and the most intelligent in my day-to-day thinking. right?
Yep.
It's not necessarily about that book thinking, right? Book thinking ain't gonna help you in the hood. You in the hood on the block and you about to get shot, you better have something to come out your mouth that's not gonna get you shot, and likely it won't. Right?
Yeah.
It might not.
Well, and that's the thing that we got to teach people. Like, I have 2 or 3 friends, and they make the second, out of the crew, they're the second highest paid out of the crew, and they didn't go to college. One of them went and got like a 2-year associate's thing, but he's not using that. One of them worked at the airport, and then he has a truck. He invested his money, and he got an 18-wheeler. So the guys that has the trades seem to have made money earlier without debt. I got another guy. He's a welder. He's been welding since he graduated high school. Got a job at 19 years old, and we're both 39, 40 years old. He's been making almost. He started out right up under 6 figures, but he's been making that for the last 10 years now. So, and that's never having debt with Sally Mae.
I agree with you, Kwame. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong on that. I got a CEO myself. So I got a master's degree, I got a bachelor's degree, and I got a CEO, right? And I got the CEO later.
Shout out to you.
Right, thank you, sir. Thank you. But I did that because you were right about that, man. It's like the trade piece allows you the freedom to be able to create an entrepreneurial basis for yourself. Yep. And I teach my children that because they didn't teach me, go get the business first, then go to school. As long as you need to learn to run the business, right?
Yep. Whatever idea I got, I'll just open up an LLC or open up a business for it, and I'm going to try. I'm not going to go work for you. I'm going to go put everything I got into what I believe in. And if it don't work, I'll take it how I go, and then I'll try something else. But we don't have that. A lot of people are living in fear. It's one thing. That's the only thing that I see stopping a lot of people. They're afraid to look bad. They're afraid to fail. But every time I failed at something, I got a little better at the next project. And that's what we got to do. We got to have our little small failures so you can hit that big one that's like, oh, I done gone through this. I done crawled enough, and then I stood up and I walked slow, and now I'm fully sprinting. And that's what we got to do. We want that overnight hit that comes with rapping and ball playing and all this, but it's that slow grind. That's that consistency. And that's what we got to get back to.
And one last thing, and I'm going to call me, I promise. Team thinking, man. Team-oriented thinking, man. We have some issue within our community, man. We can't take guidance from other brothers that look like us. That's a problem. That's a huge problem.
Yeah.
That we can't say, man, this brother has a very good point, albeit it's converse to mine. It's still valid, and it might be right. Right? So that's all I got, man. Kwame, thank you very much, brother. Keep on doing what you're doing, man.
Shout out to you. All right, brother. All right, I got time for one more call. We're gonna end with a woman. Oh no, let me go do 2 women because this young lady was up there for a while. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Uh-oh.
Okay, can you hear me? Yeah. I got a couple quick things to say. I got a good hashtag for you. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you can do it, so can I. Mm-hmm. It's very simple. I want to touch in on the breast milk. I think a lot of women are not breastfeeding their children anymore. Mm-hmm. And with the Johnson & Johnson, they showed us that they're trying to kill us with the baby powder, giving cancer and stuff like that. I think allegedly.
We have to say allegedly. We can't.
Well, I think they got sued for that, so that's proof. It's
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. I also want to say the prisons. Why are the prisons privatized? When you break the law and go to jail, you're supposed to pay a debt back to society, not make some rich people richer. I don't get it. It's like they closed all the factories down in America, but they're making prisons with factories in it. And it's like, how come they don't tell America what products they're making? Maybe people wouldn't want to buy a baby stroller that was made in a prison.
Wow.
Second thing about the doctors and the transitioning. I watched a thing where a doctor, when it comes to these kids, these doctors are giving out hormones to underage kids because they're scared of losing their licenses and being sued. So they're giving out hormones to boys or girls underage because they don't want their parents to be sued for not agreeing with them.
Oh,
now,
wow.
I saw something, and it was on Stupid Love and Hip Hop, so you don't know if it's true, but the lady Spice was trying to prove a point with the colorism who wanted to bleach her skin. just to prove, like, what black people go through sometimes. And the doctor looked at her and said, you're going to need a full psychology makeup. You're going to have to go get checked out. Now, if a grown adult wants to alter their body, they have to get psychologically checked out. But we got these little kids who say, I want to switch my sex, and they're just handing out pills. Now, how come they're not having to do mental checks? It seems like you can't go get a tattoo without being 18 or a piercing in your belly button, but you can cut your pee-pee off, and it's okay. Like, I don't get it. Now, I got an answer for, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I got an answer for why they're at the high schools and the colleges. They want to find the best talent. And the rappers, too. The rappers, there are good rappers out there that are getting contracts, and it's because they want to control what the talent is doing. You can't be a superstar if we can't control you. You can't get all this money if you don't do what we tell you to do. Now, I'm not really sure about your history, like your basketball history, because I'm a girl. I'm not really into sports that much. But if you were straight out of high school and into the NBA, you had to be pretty damn good. Now, if you was sitting next to MJ, I got my own feelings about him too. I don't think he was really for the black community, but that's a different story. They want you to sit on the bench, and you can't be a superstar for nobody else because they can't make money off of you. So they're going to shelf the talent. They're looking for all the talented youth out here just so that either they can control you or sit you down. And
me and you are thinking the same, so you won't get any pushback from me, because that's why I keep asking, and I say it in a lot of videos. Stephen A., why were you at those high schools, boy? Why were you at those colleges, boy? Because they, like you said, they get these kids young, and the only way you reach superstardom is like LBJ said, Lyndon Baines Johnson, the next leaders that you get, we're going to give them to you. And all of our leaders, it looks like, it appears, it seems that they've been handed to us.
And the final and last thing, and I won't take up no more time, is LeBron James. Now, Mr. James, when this whole pizza party stuff came out about 2 years ago, about the kids and this sexual stuff and the pizza party, they found a tweet from Mr. LeBron James and said that he was hungry, or something to this effect, that he was hungry and he misses a good pizza party. So that went in my mind that he's like some kind of creep. And now with this lady coming out with the story, I don't really know. You can't believe everything all the time, but we've been trained so much. I was a rape victim, and they never believed me. It's like, so what? Thank you. So what? You might have put yourself in a bad situation. It doesn't mean somebody can take anything from you. You can't rob me of my jewelry, my money, or my goods, period. And LeBron, he's just, you can look in his eyes, and something just isn't right about that guy.
I thought that pizza thing, not to cut you off, I thought that's because he opened a pizza shop or something and then tweeted out that he was going to go there and then he forgot to show up or something like that.
Yeah, no, that was recent. That was something he did just now. But this was like 2 years ago when they busted that pizzeria in New York for having a sex dungeon in the back and all that bullshit. And then he tweeted out with Ellen. He's like down with Ellen. He's down with those people, man. Those go along, get along gang is real. They want to keep us down. The people. We are the people. I want to say some white people are racist, but some aren't. And there's a big majority of people that aren't racist and not down with that shit.
Right.
And I got a box full of shoes. I did go buy some shoes. I'm going to mail them out today. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm from Florida. But I hope all the kids get what they need.
Well, we thank you so much. We behind the scenes, we putting on, so we're gonna have a great event. I hope all that can make it will make it. Actually, I need to share the letterhead. I'll put it on my story on my YouTube page. That way you guys can have the location and the time. Hold on. Yep, I have it in my email right here. So I'll put it in my story right after the show.
Okay, so I just want to thank you so much for having me on. And I'm not really supporting nothing but love.
I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Hey guys, I got to go. It is 10:17, and once again, I'm late, but I don't mind being late for you guys because it's we the people. Whoever I didn't get to this time, I'll be back later on. Shout out to y'all. God bless y'all. And this is just a question, YouTube, and people that want to be offended. All we did is ask questions, and I think the people need to be able to ask and answer those questions because we are the ones that have to live amongst the rules that you guys create. And I don't think you ask us before you create them. So my platform is going to be used that sometimes I'm just going to ask questions. Hopefully you're not offended by people just talking back and forth about what's going on in America because we here. Have a blessed day, y'all.